thing, I say I'm sweating. Woohoo! It's that kind of day, kind of rainy. It's not real hot, not compared to most people in the country, but yeah, it's just a little humid because of all this rain. It's funny how one thing leads to another. We started building this whole yard area back here for Charlie, and I had a whole bunch of junk up in here, and I was thinking a lot of times during the winter this would make a nice little area for Charlie to run up into if we had a little bit more roofage up here and had this cleaned out. You know, now we've got the shed, we got some roofage going. I could take a couple more pieces of tin and extend that on up in there and have to trim them down, but to keep the majority of the snow out of there. And I went in here and I cleaned out all this stuff, and what I did with it, a lot of it was Volkswagen parts. One of them was an axle. I've got an old Chevy truck axle that's been split and narrowed, which is a real good hot rod part. I'm not using it, but I might use it someday. Got all these antique wheels, which I think they'll be okay sitting about where they're at. I hung the ugly stepsister's trunk lid up here on the wall. I put all these transaxles and axles in here. I figure they're better off inside than outside anyway. And I brought the front axle from Cinderella, the one I replaced with that drop axle, in here. Because one of the things I wanted to do today is make a tow bar adapter so that my tow bar would fit this thing. And you know, you attach the tow bar to the front axle. So I was thinking, well, I got a front axle. If I laid it in the garage floor, I could fashion me up a little connector to connect right to that. Oh, that would work just great. My tow bar itself is sitting around here somewhere. I brought it in the other day. Oh, I wonder where I set that thing. I'll have to look for it. But I'll find it, and I'll get out here in a bit. I'm thinking about, well, I won't even talk about what I'm thinking about. I'll let you see it as I go. But all this stuff came out of that hole, and it can now go in the metal room back here, which I built this originally calling it a tractor shed, but in reality it's I like it a lot to store metal in, and it's kind of that same concept up here. There's my tow bar right there, leaned against the tree. Kind of the same concept. Up here in the wintertime, everything gets buried. So I was thinking, well, now that I don't have to worry about trying to fit tractors in here, I've got a lot more room to put my metal work. I can probably put those antique wheels in here. I used to have my ladders hanging up here, and I found a new home for them out back. I can take this tractor hood off, put it on that tractor, and that won't be in here anymore. This tub is actually a musical instrument that we used to play when we had a jug band at church, and I can basically hang it on a wall around here somewhere. It's a cool looking old tub. Or I could put it up there. So as I make a little room in certain places, it makes a little more room in other places, and it all kind of starts to come together bit by bit. It's going to be good. That's what I'm thinking. Alrighty, I've got my I moved those wheels out here. I think they're too cool looking not to be seen. And the old axle, it fits real good right in that area. It's kind of my axle shaft area. And I put that extra tin in here and you can't even tell it. So this area in here is all good. Went ahead and moved that tractor hood out here, and I'll put it on in a few minutes. And oh, my water drainage is going right where I want it to go. I might get a shovel and move it out that way a little bit more. And the biggest thing is that Charlie's area over here is good to go for him now. See, that's nice little extra clear space. And him being a little dog, he likes to explore places. And I think a place like that would be very interesting to him, because he can run all up in there and sniff out if there's any mice or anything around, you know. And if I move those shutters, I got some old shutters stored over here. If I move those, he can actually see out to the front yard there when somebody drives up. So I think I'll do that too. Oh, I'll show you this too. I bought one of those umbrellas a while back, but I didn't buy the little plastic doohickey down on the bottom that it anchors in. But I had some of these finned drums that was given to me by, his name is right on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it, but he's building a Chevy rat rod and dedicating it to his aunt. He's down in Massachusetts. Like I said, his name's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, he gave me these finned hubs, and I thought, well, that finned hub would work perfect for an anchor to that little umbrella. So there you go. Everything finds a place around here. I want to put up this bell too. That was on my granddaddy's farm, and I want to put that up. I don't know if I can do that today. Okay, I went ahead and put Cinderella's hood up here too. You know, I might just for fun flip her tag around so that it's not upside down. I think that'd look kind of cool. Not only did I get this area cleaned out, but I moved all the shutters that were sitting over here, so now Charlie can run up in here. There's a piece of metal. I'll get rid of that so you don't cut himself on it. He can run up in here, see, and he can stand right here and he can bark at people when they come in the driveway. Oh, that'll make him wild with excitement. All the shutters I put around behind the shed over here, I don't think they look bad there, and they're for the most part pretty much out of sight. Back here on the back side of this thing, see, and even if you're looking down from the neighbor's house, I don't think that looks bad to have them there. I think it's kind of a coolish look, to be honest with you. It's raining a little harder now. I'm going to get my shovel out and I'm going to trench that water a little bit more. I was talking about that earlier, keeping an eye on how that water drains out. And then I think it might be just about time to start getting ready for church. So, then we'll do that.